Chapter 26, Tale. At the end of the third week, we're allowed to write letters home. We have to put them into the envelopes unsealed. The censors will read them first. I try to make mine cheerful because I don't want anyone at home to worry about me, especially Amani. Besides, I'm doing fine. I'm in better shape than most of the others. All that work building the airstrip, I've gotten pretty strong. The physical training is always tough, but I get through it. Some of the guys puke or collapse and can't finish. And then they get beaten by the sergeants and have to do the worst jobs around camp. I keep my mouth shut except for yes, sir, no, sir, right away, sir. I get things done when they need to be done. The sergeant and the other officers leave me alone. It's sort of like acting again, acting like a good soldier. But sometimes at night I have trouble falling asleep, even though I'm exhausted, because I'm not sure if I can keep the act going once I'm in combat. In combat, a good soldier doesn't just get up the hill first or load his gun fastest. In combat, a good soldier kills people. Americans, the ones who are trying to free Korea. I know it will come sooner or later, the time when I won't be able to act anymore. But I don't know when or what I'll do. End of the 6th week of training. Only 2 weeks to go. A box from home arrives with letters from everyone and a scarf. There's a crumpled paper packet too. Empty but sticky. I sniff at it. 곶감. Somehow, Amani got some for me, but it's gone, stolen somewhere along the way. None of us soldiers ever get any of the food we are sent. The letters cheer me up. Amani tells me to keep warm, to fold the newspaper, and put it under my shirt to keep out the wind. Wear the scarf always, even in bed. Drink a lot of soup. Mother stuff. Odd how I can hear her voice, even in Sunny's handwriting. Sunny's own letter is a funny one. It describes Spade Face getting splashed with mud when a car drove by. Of course, she doesn't say Spade Face. She says the man who walks down our street often. And I know who she means. Spade Face, always so proud of his uniform. She also tells about getting rice and fish from the Japanese. I'm glad to know that. It's doing them a little good. My being in the army. Sunny says to write again soon, that she enjoys reading my letter over and over. I know that's her way of saying she's tried to figure out what I really meant. Her letter ends by telling me that my handwriting isn't too terrible. She gives it a passing grade. I laugh out loud. Abuji's letter is more like a note, short, saying everything is fine at home. He thanks me for the food, as if I've given it to him myself. He finishes by saying he's looking forward to having a long talk with me one day about my experience in the army. I'm surprised by the lump in my throat. Week 7. The officers eat in a separate room and are served by soldiers. It's my unit's week to provide servers, me and 2 others. One more duty added to all the rest. Our classes and training are cut short by 30 minutes, so we can rush to the mess hall. When the officers are done eating, we're allowed to eat. By that time, everyone else is nearly finished. We have to wolf down our food so we can get to the next duty on time. The officers always talk like the servers aren't there, or at least like we can't hear. That's fine with us. It's even useful sometimes. The servers learn things like rifle inspection the next day. Back at the barracks, the servers tell everyone so we can get our guns in order. I move around the tables as quietly as I can. It makes me think of Sunhee, how she used to listen in when she cleared the table at home. I smile a little. She might have fooled Abuji and Uncle sometimes, but I always knew what she was doing. I carry in a bowl of rice. The commanding officer is talking. Ridiculous even to ask us, he says angrily. He is in a bad mood about something. They forget that we are training Koreans here. I don't like the way he says it, like we're a breed of dog, a stupid breed. There isn't a single soldier here who would volunteer for such a mission. The CEO goes on. How do they expect me to submit 5 names? It comes down to this. Either I send them 5 unwilling soldiers, or else I tell them I don't have any at all. They must not be unwilling, another officer objects. It would be a serious mistake to send any who are. It is too great a responsibility. My point exactly, snaps the CEO. Oh, they're fine as foot soldiers. They can slog through the mud as well as anyone. But for something like this, can you imagine any Korean brave enough? He's calling us cowards, but not to our faces. He just assumes we're not brave enough for whatever it is, without even asking. The rest of that evening, the whole night, his words rub against my mind, like a blister getting sorer and sorer. I hardly sleep. By morning, I know I have to do something. Morning roll call. Sure enough, it's something special. All the officers are there, not just the sergeant. The sergeant announces an extraordinary assignment, so demanding, requiring such bravery that no one will be ordered to accept it. Volunteers only, and no guarantee that a volunteer will qualify. The assignment is that tough. I don't think anymore. I click my heels and snap off a salute. Sir, I almost shout. I'm looking straight ahead in perfect position. I can't see anyone's face. But later, when the other soldiers talk about it, they tell me the officers' mouths all dropped clean open. The sergeant says, Kaneyama, are you volunteering? Do you understand that this mission may require the ultimate sacrifice from you? Yes, sir. This soldier is brave enough, sir. For any job or mission, sir. I stand there at attention. I can feel the surprise in the air, even though no one says anything. I can tell by the way they are shifting about. After I say that, 3 others volunteer. The sergeant dismisses everyone but us. Report to the CEO's office, he says. Briefing on your new assignment. You'll be shipping out to Japan in 2 days. 2 days? So soon? The 4 of us salute, then march together to our briefing.